Hello and welcome back to Ross Taylor Woodworks. This time we have a antique chair, cane chair, broke apart. The rungs broke off, and this is broken right here. And you got to drill out these rungs, and we're going to make some new rungs. All right, the first thing we're going to tackle is the broken rail in the front here, and I'm going to try to work some glue into these cracks. Put a splint on it and put a bar clamp across the front, and we've got a loose piece here I have to kind of put back in place. There's a little chunk of wood inside there I have to get out. There. One corner needed a little more clamping force, so I used a C-clamp. I'm going to make some new rungs. This one rung I can glue back together. It has a nice clean break. I can glue that one back together. The remainder of that is still in the chair. But that can be glued back together. That's a nice clean break. The other one's snapped off. And this one has a crack going right down the middle. So I'm going to make up some new rungs. I'm going to try to turn them on the lathe. It's a little tricky. Since they're so thin, they tend to bounce around a little bit. So we're going to try that. I ripped down some maple to 11/16 square. Now just marking the center, and I'm going to take a saw and cut across in both directions so the chuck can bite into the end, and then just mark the center point. Now we're going to start turning. First we're going to turn it down to 5/8 of an inch. Now I'm going to turn the end down, make a dowel on the end so it can fit into the upright. Now we're done turning, and I'm going to sand it, starting with 100 grit, and go to 120 and then 150. Alright, I've unclamped the seat frame, and I'm going to ream out the hole with a 5/8 Forstner bit. Gonna have to chisel out the remaining rung that's in the hole. First I'm going to break away the excess, and then start breaking it away in towards the hole. Now use a 3/8 drill bit and start grinding out the wood that's in the hole. And I'll go back with the chisel and do a little more chiseling. And keep grinding it out. Now I'm going to jump up to a 1/2" drill bit and start reaming out the hole. And test fitting the new rung. And I have to ream out a little bit more. Now it fits good. Okay, we're now in the finishing room, and I want to do a quick cleaning. The chair is pretty clean, so I can just wipe it down with some alcohol. And that'll clean up the original surface, which is a varnish. Now I'm going to start coloring in the new rungs. And first, just a very weak solution of red mahogany dye for a background color. Now I'm going to mix up shellac and pigments and make a little bit of a stain. A couple different pigment colors. I just do this by eye. And mix it up. And brush it onto the rung. And it was a perfect match. Now we'll seal that in with a couple coats of shellac. Now I'm going to spray the whole chair with a coat of satin acrylic.